Hey guys, this is Niclamus, also known as Ntk of Nerf Dialogue, and I'm here to help you with the first encounter of the Eternity Vault, the Annihilation Droid XRR-3. The first thing I want to point out when entering the instance, do not take that front left pod. It will kill you more times than it won't, and you cannot be resurrected on the ground. I also wanted to include how to do the turrets before the boss, simply because they're almost like a mini boss fight of their own. The first thing you need to do is have your tank run in to get aggro on both turrets. As soon as he gets aggro by running in, you need to crowd control both of the turrets. They do an enormous amount of damage, and it's very difficult to heal through it. After that, you'll need to clean up the ads, heal up, and then DPS each turret down one at a time. When you're DPSing them down, you still want to be chaining stuns on them, well, just because you don't want to take that damage. It is a lot of damage for each one. Now granted, this video was taken before a recent patch, which made it so they do not do as much damage because they were doing the amount in normal mode that they would be doing in hard mode as well. Once both turrets die, that is when the boss will drop down and the boss fight can really begin in. Now, one of the abilities you want to be looking for all the time is he will single out somebody and put a reticle on them. The red circle means that he's going to shoot a missile at them and it will hit them and anybody standing around them. If you watch, you'll actually see it target me here. Yep, there it is. He'll get ready to shoot the missiles. And bam, I go flying. It's fairly easy to heal through. If somebody calls out that they have it, you can put a shield on them if you have a Sage, and it will absorb almost all of the damage. The next ability is this AoE ability. He announces saying that he's programmed with something along the lines of 49 weapons. Basically, you just need your entire group to quick run behind the pillar there, heal up, and then go back and start fighting the boss again. This will continue for a while. You'll go through multiple phases before he starts to use his other abilities. The next ability that you're going to see here is where he announces that enemy tactics have been analyzed. At that point, he's going to start putting red circles on the ground. You'll see them here. You just need to move out of those. They're a missile that does a good amount of AoE damage. The actual explosion radius is bigger than the red icon, so you do need to run a little bit past it as well. As long as everybody keeps moving, nobody should really take damage to that. Another ability he has that's worth noting is that he announces proximity warning. He'll do an AoE stun to everybody within melee range and then do a large AoE swipe that does a great deal of damage. You do need all your melee to run out whenever he announces this, or else it's going to hurt pretty bad. Then your healers have to heal him and it taxes their mana a little bit more than it needs to be. He has another ability that you do not see very often where he singles somebody out. I don't think there's actually an announcement for it, but it does do somewhere between 5,000 and 10,000 damage to that target over multiple shots spread out over time. It's fairly easy to handle and fairly easy to heal through. There's no real way of avoiding it either. Once you get down to about 10%, the boss will go into the missile phase, but he will not actually exit it. What you need to do is just have everybody run in at once, put out some AoE heals, and just keep everybody alive while you nuke him down. The boss himself actually dies at 1%, so you only had to burn through 9% of his health at that point. It is still helpful if your raid members bring health packs with them and save them for large AoE damage points like this, because it is hard on healers to keep an entire raid up through as much damage as going out. Now guys, if it does take you a couple attempts to get through this fight, don't feel bad. This is one of the more difficult encounters in this raid. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments. I'll answer them as best I can for you. Now guys, make sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. They will be putting out strategy videos for every boss as they become available. And thanks for watching, and best of luck in your raids, guys. Get some good loot.